Today we're going to talk about bypassing a point with your alarm system. To bypass a point is to tell your system to temporarily ignore any signals they get from that point. For example, if you have a door that you want to be able to open and close while the rest of the system is still armed. Remember, if you tell your system to ignore the point, your system is slightly less secure than it was designed to be. So before you bypass a point, make sure you know what you're doing. If you need to now tell your system to start paying attention to that point again, we reverse the procedure and we call that unbypassing. So when you're ready to have that particular point active again, we'll unbypass that point. Sometimes your alarm company will set up a feature called force arm. For example, if you have frequent renovations, or if you have lots of points that you'll want to bypass at once at random, you'll have a feature called force arm. So that tells the system to ignore all the points that are currently open and faulted and to just arm whatever it can. Remember, if you do force arm, your system is partially unprotected, so be sure you know what you're doing before you force arm. So let's get started. Here's how to bypass and unbypass points on your Bosch alarm system using the Bosch B942 Keypad. To bypass a point, press the three dots to enter the menu. Choose the on-off menu. Choose bypass option. Choose bypass points. Enter your passcode so it knows that you have the authority to bypass points. Hit enter. You can enter the point number, or you can select next to scroll to the point that you want to bypass. I'd like to bypass the front door, so I'm going to hit bypass. It tells me that the front door is now bypassed. Now I'm going to go back to the main menu. To unbypass a point, we simply reverse this procedure. So hit the three dots to get into the menu, go to on-off option, go to the bypass screen, select unbypass points. It'll tell me that I can enter the point number of the point that I want to unbypass, or I can scroll to it. And now it shows me that the front door is bypassed, so I'm going to unbypass it by pressing unbypass. It's telling me that it's now unbypassed, and now this time, instead of hitting escape to go back, I'm just going to go straight to the main menu by hitting the home button. If I have a point that's open and I want to force arm the system, I simply arm the system as normal by hitting my code, hitting enter. It tells me I have a faulted point, but it gives me the option of force arming the system with a button that says force on. I'm going to hit that. And now my system is armed, even though I have a point that's faulted.